Welcome to Catalina Treats Gluten-Free Bakery. I'm Jessie and I'm so excited to share with you 3 ways to make meringue cookies. My friend Angie is joining me and she has a cake decorating business and she's going to share some tips and tricks on how to use a pastry bag. Let's get started with the maple meringues. I'm going to use an electric mixer and start out with 2 egg whites. Make sure your bowl is very clean and that you don't get any egg yolk into the egg whites. Let that whip for a bit until it turns white and starts to form peaks. Add in 1/2 cup maple sugar, a little bit at a time. When that's all added and the meringue gets stiff, add in 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Stop the mixer and scrape down the sides of the bowl and then let it mix a little more. This recipe is ready to make cookies. The next version we'll make is Aquafaba meringues. Aquafaba is the water off of a can of chickpeas. Start with 1/2 cup aquafaba. This will make a lot of meringue. Whip that up until it turns white and starts to form soft peaks. For this recipe, I'm going to use monk fruit sweetener. I'm adding 1/2 cup monk fruit a little at a time. Let that mix and wait for soft peaks to form. Now we'll see Angie's recipe and get these in the oven.
I made the classic meringue cookie recipe, and it was 2 egg whites, 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar, 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of extract, and gel food coloring if you want to make it a pretty color. First, I add my 2 egg whites into my KitchenAid mixer. As that is whipping on medium speed, I add in the cream of tartar. Then I gradually added in 1/2 cup of sugar. I let that mix for about 7 minutes, and then I added in the 1/4 teaspoon of extract and the gel food coloring. Once the peaks are at the perfect stiffness, I moved the mixture into a piping bag. The best way to do a piping bag is if you have a glass, you use that as a holder for your piping bag. You turn the top of the piping bag wrong side out, and you let the glass hold your piping bag while you fill it with your meringue. Once you've got your bag filled with meringue, you close the top, push all the ingredients down inside the bag, you close the top with your thumb and your forefinger, and then twist. And you hold it tight while you pipe to keep any ingredients from coming out the top. As you pipe your stars, you gently add pressure, and when you've got your star the size you want it, you release pressure and lift up. And it leaves a nice little curl at the top of your meringue. I put the cookies on a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. I bake them in the oven for an hour at 225 degrees. After an hour, I turn the oven off, and I let them sit in the oven for another 30 minutes while they cool. I also made some meringue lollipops with some lollipop sticks. The meringue is really versatile. You can do many, many things with it. I use it a lot when I want to decorate cakes and I need a certain shape to put on top of the cake. I really like these cookies. I had a lot of fun with my grandson while we made them. He always said, hey, let's try a different flavor. And so we tried 4 different flavors. And 4 different colors, and they all turned out wonderful. It's a foolproof recipe. You can't get it wrong.
If you don't have a pastry bag, is there anything else that you can use to make these meringues? They may not turn out as fancy, but is there anything else that you can do?
If you don't have a pastry bag, you can definitely just use a spoon and dollop the meringue out, and they come out looking a little bit smoother, but they're still really tasty. If you have a Ziploc bag, you can use that and cut the end off of it. Either way works really good. The meringue cookies are so pretty and delicate and dainty. They come out great every time.
Thank you, Angie. My meringues turned out so much better after hearing your tips. I really appreciate you being here.
Thanks, Jessie.
Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share this with your friends and family. We're always creating great new recipes at Catalina Treats Gluten-Free Bakery.